Okay, so we finished our front entrance piece here. It's looking pretty good, but if you look at our total poly count is 98,000. So the bulk of that is coming from these door handles here. So um, individually they're 6,000 polys. So that's a bit of a problem. So what I'm going to do is select our pieces that are part of the decorative part of the door, not the actual handle. And I'm just going to detach those. See, let me grab these other ones here too as the other half. One here, and I'm just going to detach those after selecting all of them, and I'll hit detach. So now that's only, wow, that's 2,000 polys right there. Okay, I think I'm going to just delete all these inside parts, and we'll just make it a solid shape on the inside. And we'll just bake normals into it, and it'll be fine. So go to our front view. I'm just going to select all these points here, vertices. Just grab all of them, and then we're going to scale them in. Oh, looks like we missed one there. I'm going to scale them in. And just get them all in there. So that's pretty good right there. Now that's only 700 polygons, so that's alright, I guess. You know, it's not too bad. It's a lot less than what we had before. So, but what I'm going to do is get rid of most of the polygons in this piece here. And how I'm going to do that right now, we're at 3,500. Let's just move this out of the way for right now. Whoops. Move this out of the way over here. Just going to grab this, and I'm going to go to Pro Optimizer. And I want to protect the borders, and I want to keep the textures, and then calculate. And we're going to go down as far as we can without losing any major quality, and I think probably something in the range of 500 maybe. That's still kind of a lot, but if we go any less, we're already at 15%. Compared to 3,500, we're at 480. I think that's a good deal. I don't want to make it so it's not even recognizable as a door handle. We still have the bulk of the amount of geometry. Um, so let's just go maybe down to 10, see what that looks like. Get it down to 10. So not much difference really. We still have the bulk of the geometry, and now it's 300 polys. So the only thing I'm concerned about with is this bottom piece here. It looks pretty thin. So I'm going to just put up the percentage until we get that back. So I'm just going to click here until that comes back right there. Okay, so 13.5 we'll keep it at. And we're at 428 polys. So that's a big difference from our 3,500, 3,500 polys. So I think that'll be good. So yeah, let's go with that. So I'm going to just collapse this, and then I'm going to bring this back in. But what actually I'm going to do is zoom in on this and Uh, let's see, we're at 700, so I'm just going to delete all these edges. Actually, I'm going to remove them. We were at 700, now we're at, once we remove these, actually we have to be in, not edit mesh, but edit poly. Then we'll remove them, and we're at 300, so that definitely helped. I wonder if we do that with this fox here, or even just some of it, if that's going to help us out some more with the poly count here. Let's just grab the most of it. Not going to worry about the tail. So remove them. Now we're up to 200. So let's do the same thing here. And remove them. Alright, 180. So big difference. Still the same geometry showing. So I'm just going to collapse this. And then I just need to copy this this animal over here. But actually, I think I want to, let's get rid of these, all these ones here. All of them. That will help us out tremendously in the poly count. They're still going to be seeable as far as the figure, so it's not going to hurt to remove these. This is a little bit tougher because it's a smaller space. If we just get most of them, I think it'll help us out. You don't want to get the ends though, you don't want to get the outside ones, the border ones. Oh, I grabbed the border one there. I think there's actually a tool that you can use. I don't want that border. It's a little bit easier to select them. Okay, let's just grab this one here. I'm not even going to worry about those, I guess. And then just hit remove. Okay, so we're at 35. So that's not too bad. Alright, let's grab this and just going to copy it. Detach it first. And then copy it. And then make sure it's copy. And mirror it. And then we'll just grab the pivot point, center it to the middle, and move it on over to this other side here. And now I'm just going to do a simple attach to this and then this. Grab our snap and just bring it over here. Go to our front view. See if we can get this. Go to perspective and then just bring this out as close as we can, but without it touching. Okay. So that looks pretty good. So now we are at 400. around 470. So that's a lot better than 5,000. So let's delete these old ones. Actually, I'm going to keep the old ones and put them on the high poly meshes. So let's just drag this away for right now, and then I'm just going to copy this, and I want to mirror it. And then I'm gonna save all these for when we're really up close to the building. The LODs will pick up on this, and we'll get some really good close-up detail. Or just for purposes of cinematic renderings or things that aren't real time, we could use these. So I'll just throw them on this a new layer, call them high poly door handles. Oops, hit the caps lock there. And we'll just freeze them. And just gonna grab this and bring it up here. And I just froze them just so we know what the location is. Okay, so now I'm just going to copy it, Control V, and mirror it over. I'm just going to slide it over. We'll select our previous ones, and I'll just copy these over by holding Shift. And I'm going to look at, when I'm moving this, I'm not going to look at the middle part. I'll look at the bottom down here, and that'll give us an easier guide to show where they're at. So I'll just select these ones and shoot them over here. And I just want to place these exactly close as I can to what we had. So there we go. And now we have one more set to do. I'm keeping them separate parts because I want them to be separate because it'll be easier if we have to edit them later or move them later or whatnot. It looks like we didn't grab some of them though. So I'm going to turn off my reference and just grab all these. So here we are here. Okay. Next we'll select them individually here because they're on the same layer as the doors. We can put them on a new layer, but we'll do that right after we just select them all. And I'm just going to make a new layer and call them low poly handles. Okay, and then I'm going to turn my reference back on and turn on the high poly ones, and then I'm just going to shift drag these over to here. Kind of making sure that they line up right there. Let's take a little closer look. They're pretty much right on. So okay, so now let's hide our high poly ones and have our doors here, and we have this middle part and then the handlebars. So now let's go to our perspective view, and I'm also going to hide this. So now if we turn off our edges, you can kind of see it still looks pretty good. Turn back our edges on, and then let's see what the poly count is. I'm just going to switch selection tools here. So 10,000 compared to what it was, what it used to be was 98,000. Huge difference. So just gonna do a quick save, and then we'll continue on the next session with the other part of this lower facade for this building.